Cool, came early. This should be our Levitate head. Let's check it out. Kobatek. Alrighty. This is from Paramount Tactical. The shipping was insanely fast. They have a great YouTube channel. He's a former Special Forces guy, I think. Served in the military in various roles. And they apparently do lots of training classes and stuff. I'm not sure where they're located. I gotta go double check. I wish they were close. Thanks, Paramount. You guys are cool. Definitely gonna look at buying more stuff in the future. Paramount Tactical Solutions. That's a cool sticker for the safe, huh? Oh, that's dope too. Fatboy tripods. Alright, so we have the Fatboy Levitate head. You know what's cool? They actually sell one. I forget the name of it. It runs with a standard head, not this, and it's a charge bank where you can charge your thermals and whatnot. Dude, look at that. That is dope. Okay, let's figure this out. Shouldn't be too much to figure out. Let some more light in. Now somebody corrected me and said you don't need to undo these to remove this. You just have to flip that up and hit the button. So what's the purpose of these unlocking? Or is that when you want to go full all the way on the ground type stuff? Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter. How you orient this, right? That's so cool, man. That is so cool. Let's move this over here. Let's move this over here. Let's close that a bit. Oh. One of the guns in the way. Yeah, EWS. There we go. Sorry, buddy. What I don't know is where the tension is. Oh, so let's see. We'll have to move this back though. It's a bit loose. Alright, I think we found our place. Now, what direction does this have to turn? That way. So we want this positioned like that. Because you're going to want that accessible forward. This is so cool. There's a little wrench, a little hex in here. You can adjust the tension. Feels good though. So when we want to pull that back, yeah, you are limited range of motion, unlike the 60 millimeter, as far as down and up, vertical. So it's not as okay. Let's see. As far as height goes, you don't want it too high. You gotta stoop a little bit, but that's probably good for recoil anyway. This is probably where I'll leave it for now. Flick it. Get centered, lock it. Off safe, take the shot. Pretty cool. Very stable. Very stable. It's not going anywhere. Cool. What else is there to be said? Side checks will be here later. And that attaches to here. Oh, okay. So we're going to have to, because we're going to want that on the left side, I think. Wait, wrong button. All right, so we're going to want that facing. Oh, I see there the logic. Yeah. How are we going to do that? Is there another one on the other side? No, there's one there. No, there's only... Well, no, there's one on that side too. Alright, so... Let me figure that out. Alright, so side check, here's a thread. Here, okay. Yeah, that'll work fine. Wasn't seeing it. Okay, so and that will be right there. So side check will be screwed in here. Well, I'll be coming at a bit of an angle. Yeah, it's odd. There is one here, but you want to be able to come back with it. You can reorient the ball itself, I guess. So that's, so you want the side check coming out from the side. You don't want this here. I see, yeah, this isn't a... Oh, okay, there we go. I'm going to lock you back down. The locking systems are really cool, actually. You see, solid and oh man, you're a heavy bitch. Now you are a 419. Thing's rated to 150 pounds, so we're solid. And that'll be coming out here, which is a bit at an angle compared to, I mean, just trying to figure out how I'm going to implement this for the best comfortability. What do we use the side check for? Not sure yet. Yeah, so it's for that to be lined up directly to the side, if it's screwed into there, that's where that needs to be. Let me reorient a bit. Because I want to be able to pull that towards me easily and okay. Yeah, I'd say we're ready to take it to the range and test it out. So side check arrives later today. I don't know what we're going to use that for. Eventually I want to get my own chrono. Either that new one that dropped that is back ordered now, the Athlon Rangecraft, or we can get a Garmin. I know Scott has one, but I want my own to start building my own data and just have the app. So that is pretty cool, gentlemen. If I do say so myself. Get this to the range and we'll get some shots with it. It feels solid as hell. If you're on the fence, grab one, dude. Rocks. I believe if you go to fatboytripods.com, what was the video I watched today? There's a code, knocks a bunch of money off. I'll go back and check it and I'll put it in the description if you want to save bucks. Like just I added the 60mm head and it took like $60 off. I was like, whoa. So it's probably... Now, the downside is Fatboy doesn't currently have these in stock. Only the resellers do. So for that, you're going to have to go to Paramount if you want to order from them. Or Optics Planet has them for $675-ish. $650-ish, maybe. Not sure how long the wait's going to be, but definitely for the cash, I think it's solid. All right. Next stop, the club. Cool. Had to see what it looks like in the sun. So cool. I'm loving it. Ease of use is amazingly cool. Effortless. I did notice on the 60 ball and the 50, it's a bit too wobbly at times when I watch him start to manipulate it. So this one is definitely a lot more stable because you're closer, you're much lower. I think the 60mm ball, your gun, so it's up here somewhere. Yeah. And that rise off the base, it seemed to be a little more wobbly, a little harder to control. Nothing crazy, but... Alright, cool. Have a great weekend. I'm going to get to the range as soon as possible, and we'll try this out. See how it feels. Later. Alright, and here's the bolt gun on there. It takes a little while to find just the right tension. Especially when there's Cerakote involved. And, you know, feels good on there. After safety checking it, looking out. I'm basically looking at my neighbor's gate lock across the street. And looks good, man. I also raised the height a little bit. I watched a couple videos. And the guy said, you don't really want to be scrunching down very much. You want to be pretty much a slight lean at most. So I raised it up a little bit evenly. Feels more comfortable. And the consensus seems to be run it further back for balance. When I went too far back, I noticed that it even locked. It started to pull back a bit. I know I can still adjust the tension a bit on this. I don't want to go too crazy with it. So I moved it forward a bit. I did move the Arca plate on the LMT for as far back as it'll go. Let's see how that looks. But yeah, I can't wait to get out and just run with it. It's going to take a little while to get used to it, but I'm stoked. Alright, so that's all as far back as the plate can go. And towards the end. One thing I just noticed, though, is the tension needed for the Masterpiece Arms Arca versus the 419. 419 is a bit wider. So that's a bit of a pain, because it takes you a few tries to get it. You got to take the gun off and then loosen it or tighten it and then try it a few times. So I'm going to mark the bolt with a dot of silver so I can at least keep track of the rotations visually. I mean, granted, once you get this mounted and you're out doing whatever you're doing, whether you're at the range or hunting, it's going to be on there for the day. You're not going to be swapping back and forth too often. But, yeah, the width difference between the 419 and the Masterpiece rail width is pretty substantial. But it's doable. I also need to pull this hex out and make this a little bit tighter. Because it has a bit of, if you pull on it a bit, it gets a bit of movement. Whereas before, when it was more centered, it wasn't doing that. not really. All right, cool. Next stop, the club. We'll see what's what. Peace. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it.